Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Muslim Milestone and our series Muslim 101. Today's topic is about associating partners with Allah, also known as Shirk. In this video, we will explore a concept that is the opposite of Islam's fundamental principle, Tawheed, also known as the Oneness of God. It is the concept of associating partners with Allah, which is also known as Shirk in Arabic. Understanding this concept is crucial for every Muslim. So, let our journey begin. Before we start, if you are enjoying our channel and want to be up to date with our latest content, show us your support by hitting that subscribe button. Plus, if you find this video valuable, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Together, our impact is always greater. First, let's briefly explain what the meaning of shirk is. The word shirk in the Arabic language means taking a partner by regarding someone or something as the partner of another. Shirk, in Islamic terminology, refers to the sin of associating partners with Allah in His exclusive rights and attributes. Shirk can be divided into two categories, major and minor shirk. Let's take a look at each one of them. The first category is called major shirk. Major shirk involves ascribing partners to Allah in either His lordship, worship, and His names and attributes. Examples of major shirk are acts like believing in multiple gods, offering worship to beings other than Allah, and seeking help or intercession from other entities instead of Allah, like idols for example, or even the dead. If a person commits major shirk and dies without repenting, it will result in the nullification of his deeds and an eternity in hellfire. Allah Almighty says in the Qur'an, "This is Allah's guidance with which He guides whoever He wills of His servants. Had they associated others with Him in worship, their good deeds would have been wasted." Engaging in major shirk is considered to be the greatest sin in Islam and takes you out of the fold of Islam. The second category is minor shirk. Minor shirk involves actions or beliefs that diminish the sincerity and purity of one's faith or worship. This includes everything that may lead to major shirk, or whatever that is described in the Quran and the sayings of the Prophet, peace be upon him, as being shirk, but does not reach the extent of being major shirk. An example of minor shirk is showing off in acts of worship to gain praise from others. Another example is swearing by other than Allah, saying, "Whatever Allah wills and whatever so and so wills," and so on. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "What I fear for you most is the minor shirk." When he was asked about what he meant by the minor shirk, he replied, "Showing off." The Prophet, peace be upon him, also said, "Whoever swears by other than Allah has indeed committed shirk." In addition to these examples, some common superstitions are also minor shirk. For example, if someone believes Allah will allow bad things to happen if he does not wear a certain ring, this is a form of minor shirk because Allah has not made those things as a tool to prevent bad things from happening. However, if someone believes those things themselves actually prevent bad things from happening instead of Allah, then this becomes major shirk. Such a wrong belief would then mean there are other things besides Allah that control creation. Unlike major shirk, minor shirk does not take a person out of the fold of Islam, or that one will spend eternity in hellfire. But it is still a major sin and goes directly against one of the main principles of Islam, the Oneness of God, which we described in our previous video. There is also a type of shirk that can be considered a subcategory rather than a category by itself. It is called hidden shirk. It is considered a subcategory because it can occur in both the major and minor shirk. Hidden shirk is mentioned in the following saying of the Prophet, peace be upon him. "Shall I not tell you of that which I fear more for you than the Antichrist?" His companion said, "Yes." Then the Prophet said, "Hidden shirk, when a man stands to pray and makes it look good because he sees a man looking at him." Hidden shirk can be found in the major shirk category, like for example when the hypocrites show belief while concealing their false beliefs for fear of what can happen to them. It can also be found in the minor shirk category, like for example, doing things with the intention of showing off, as evidenced by the saying of the Prophet, peace be upon him, which we mentioned earlier when we were talking about the minor shirk category. There you have it, the two categories of the concept of associating partners with Allah, also known as shirk. Understanding these categories helps Muslims avoid falling into the trap of associating partners with Allah while ensuring that their worship remains pure and sincere to Allah. It is essential to recognize any and all forms of shirk and strive to eliminate them from our beliefs and actions, thereby upholding the principle of the oneness of God in Islam. May Allah guide us all to the straight path. What was your favorite part of this video? Let us know in the comment section below. In the description below, you will find references for our sources and links if you are interested in a deeper dive into this topic. Finally, we'll end our video with a verse from the Holy Qur'an.
ومن يشاقق الرسول من بعد ما تبين له الهدى ويتبع غير سبيل المؤمنين نوله ما تولى ونصله جهنم وساءت مصيرا إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء ومن يشرك بالله فقد ضل ضلالا بعيدا.